Hello and welcome to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2. I am the Winchester DM and we're going to run through a little bit of Baldur's Gate today. So we're now in the character creation screen. We are going to make a mage as our main hero through this epic tale. The reason we're going to go for a mage today is because the spells in this game are quite numerous and complicated, and this is a good platform as any to go through a few of them. Although before we go any further, let's just have a look at these other classes and see what this game has to offer. We've got, of course, the usual range of D&D related character classes, but each one has got a subclass of special sort of prestige classes that allow various bonuses and advantages and disadvantages. Ones that I particularly have enjoyed in the past include the Scald, which is like a better bard because it has a much better song. The Monk, because well, the monks are like ninjas, they're just awesome. And the... oh, where is he gone? Ah yes, in the Mage, because I have the expansion pack on, the Wild Mage, which has a random chance of doing something unpredictable from happening every time you cast a spell, which includes rains of cows, changing sex of your character, or permanently turning into a squirrel. So we're not going to play one of those, we're just going to be a normal mage, and we are going to be true neutral, because I can't be bothered to be good at the moment. Okay, stats. These are our various stats. We have strength for hitting stuff, dexterity for avoiding stuff, constitution for hit points and stuff, intelligence for spellcasting, this is very important for us, wisdom for priesty spellcasting, and charisma for paladins and sorcerers and anybody who wants a good bargain at the shops. So, you can spend all day re-rolling your stats until you get something nice, or you can add or take away from the buttons on the side there. So I'm just going to keep rolling until you get a good spread. Nice numbers. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to dump charisma because I don't need it, and I've got some spells and some magic items which I'll show you very soon that will help influence our charisma score. Going to increase dexterity up as much as we can, and constitution, a little bit of strength. Because being a mage we are very fragile, very few hit points. Right, but most important is our intelligence for our spellcasting abilities, and makes it more difficult for enemies to save against our spells. Skills. Being a wizard or mage, we have very few to choose from. Sling is always a good one, and I'm going to choose quarterstaff over dart or dagger because I intend to get to the very powerful staff of the Magi very soon. Right, on to the spells. Obviously mages in 2.5 only get spells from scrolls after we've created our characters. It's very important that we choose spells with that in mind. So we're going to go with Find Familiar, which summons a little furry friend with some skills that we don't have. Magic Missile, because it's a mage's staple and is always handy. Chromatic Ore, this is a very interesting spell, only targets one creature, but depending on what level you are, it has a different effect. So for example, when you're level 6, the sphere does 1 to 8 damage and causes weakness in the victim, but eventually it can paralyze and kill people instantly when you're there at level 12. So that's a fun spell to have. We're also going to add Charm Person, in case we get hairy, Identify Friends, which will help our charisma, and I think Burning Hands, in case we need to take down a troll who can only be killed with fire. Next up, I'm going to take Detect Invisibility for rogues, Blur to include our saves, and invisibility, horror. Melf's acid arrow, which does some nice ongoing damage. And a Gazar Scorcher, which is a very nice spell that creates a column of fire. Anybody walking through it, will take some damage. So you can cast it on one creature and then run around in a big circle and hit everybody in the room with it, which is lots and lots of fun. We're going to take Fireball and Dispel Magic, and Skull Trap, which is probably my favourite spell, mainly because unlike Fireball, as we see, Fireball, it does a maximum of 10d6 damage, whereas Skull Trap does 1d6 damage per caster, so when I'm level 40 it will do 40d6 damage, which is awesome, and it's proximity triggered, so it makes for some great trap laying, and is one of the key elements in my dragon slaying strategy. I'm going to add haste for extra attacks on our melee fighters, and hold person, in case we deal with some big groups. Level 5, Greater Malison, to lower the saves of our enemies, makes our spells more effective. Stone Skin, because not a mage should be without it, in my opinion, because otherwise you will get backstabbed by rogues to death. Fire Shield Blue, I think we got enough fire spells. That's a nice defensive spell. Polymorph Other, which polymorphs them into a squirrel. Yes, this game is quite a fan of squirrels, it seems. And I would normally go with Summon Monster spell, but we're going to have one for that soon anyway, so I'll go with Improved Invisibility instead. Right, change the appearance of our incredibly lifelike ragdoll. Choose a voice from our very limited selection, and we're going to call this guy Magister, which is the name of one of my friend's first mage characters, my friend Alex, who got me into this game, so it's a little homage to him. Right, let's play.
Ah, the child of Baal has awoken. It is time for more experiments. The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process. Interesting. You have much untapped power. Do you even realize your potential?
More intruders have entered the complex, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
And I wonder who they are. I'm sure we'll find out in due course. However, anything that distracts him from zapping me some more is a welcome thing. Look out, spell effect! And cue Imoen, who fans of the first game will recognize as your companion.
Wake up, you. Wake up! Come on! We have to get out of here!
What, Imoen? What's going on? You messed up your head too, huh? All I know is we were near Baldur's Gate and got jumped. I don't think I want to remember it all. He's been doing things to us. Magister, we have to get out of here. Alright, I'm moving all over. I'm moving. I ache all over there. Yeah, me too. But my head hurts the most. Yours too, by the sound of the screaming. We just have to get out of here. I'll not let a little headache get in my way. It's not like normal pain, Magister. It's on the inside, like my bones made in a little dagger, and it won't go away. Don't look at me like that. It just hurts, alright? Must have been the noise. It was a fight. Assassins came after our capture, I think. There's people dead all over, and there's fighting still going on. I could hear it. Are you going to get moving, or do I leave without you? Right you are. Let's go. sure what quite happened there, but I'm sure I can fix it at some point. Right, so let's play.
I hope this is worth it.
So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Imoen, because I don't like her. She is a dual class mage thief, and as Sophie levels in thief, she only has 25% hide and shadows, and only 95% open lock, and I have absolutely no use for her whatsoever. So we hit reform party, click on everything, and remove. Done. And then she'll say, please don't leave me.
Well, that's gratitude for you. You aren't going to abandon me here, are you? We have to stay together. I feel
Well,
it.
if we split up, it will be easy for us to sneak out of here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but it feels wrong. My head hurts more when we split up. I guess I'll manage. I'm not going to let the dagger get me. Yes, be gone, you waif. And now, let's free some more worthwhile companions, shall we? But we'll take care of that next time. So until then, take care.